Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're in Scotland, Carstairs to be precise, and I've detailed it just a little bit. We have some sidings in, disused by the looks of things. Apart from a couple of these tracks, did look like they had a couple of locos on them. This looks the part, I think. Today we're off to Shotts, but heading west rather than east. And that should complete the Shotts line. I'm hoping a train comes by at some point. Oh, I can hear one. The timing. There we go. Oh, it's our Trans-Pennine Express, which is doing a decent speed through Carstairs. I like that. It definitely feels like it's coming through on the West Coast Main Line. So yes, we're heading up to Shotts today. And that should complete another major connection between Glasgow and Edinburgh. There's our sidings currently. I have been busy on the workshop. This is not all I've been doing. Mostly I've been hunting down some trains for hopefully at the end of today, providing I don't waffle too much. I did take a ride on this and it was very pleasant on the cross-country service we have running up here. That train is going to change though. It's not going to be a HST. Any guess as to what it's going to be? Right then, shall we continue our line? I had to fix a few things. Our cross-country service decided that P13 was where it wanted to go, which didn't have nearly enough room. P11 is where it stops, and there's enough room for it at its current length, but it's possibly going to be shorter. Good suggestion in the comments was to waypoint your signals as the last thing they do. That way Transport Fever is not going to change your platform assignment. However, for us, we're not set in stone just yet. These signals are just all here for the sake of being here. Which ones need to be removed, I'm not sure. They might all be at the end there. For now, I've just tried to get this working with Transport Fever. We can worry about detailing the signals at least later on. But yes, that has been fixed. I also, this was the whole reason I was at Carstairs and I completely forgot during the intro. I incorrectly had the cross-country service stopping here. It does not. There is a train that's going to stop there and hopefully we'll get it in today. Any guesses on what that will be? Right. Let's get this built. We're going to head up to our next station, which is West Calder. And I think we've got to start making our way up. We've got to gain, we're at 109 metres there. Only 9 metres, that's a gentle climb, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. There are a few cuttings. We do go across a few rivers, it looks like, or streams. And a few roads cross above us, so the terrain is going to be moulded to our needs regardless. Track speeds, what have we got? We've got 70 there. And is it like 65 up here? Oop, not down there. Is it 65? 65. Now, am I going to assume that it switches to 70 then after Shotts? We may as well do it up to 70 and then we can worry about the actual speed limits once we get there. The problem I have, I don't have any reference for them. So anybody who knows, feel free to drop a comment and then we'll get those changed. The station's quite a distance, isn't it? This is wonderful. Providing that is West Calder. We don't need it to go up that steep. What we can do is maybe shift click up and just gain a couple of meters at a time. I think that'll be more than enough. Maybe another one. There we go. Will that get us up to... I think that's going to get us up there, isn't it? Yeah. I'd like to keep 70 all the way. Yeah, it looks like we're... Well, let's stretch it out. What do we get up to? 107. I think that'll be close enough. I'll accept that. I don't mind a bit of a cutting. And then we're going to straighten up for our station here. We could put it in there, actually, at that angle. It'll be exactly spot on for our angle, wouldn't it? Let's get a simple station in then. 2 tracks. Get that in there. We'll change this to 70. We'll more than likely need to curve a little more out of there to get back on track, but we are in the right place. Time to hook the tracks back up, and it should make a lovely slope and not be too obvious that we're climbing up slowly. Again, I don't mind these embankments here. Now, slope change again. What we got? 124. Now that one's quite steep, isn't it? We've got a bit of a climb up to our next station there, which is Addywell. So what do we want to do? Start climbing at that much. That gives us about 2 meters there. At that slope, what do we get? 118. And what do we need? 125. So if we shift 1 above that, what does that give us? That might give us closer. Not even close. That's 125. That says 118. Is that in a cutting then? Well, it is in quite a cutting. It is nice that they line up though. So where do we need to go? Is it going to be 2 up? There we go. And then we'll have our station right there. I'd like to be a little early perhaps. We've got this one, and if memory serves, there's a viaduct somewhere on this curvy section. I think it's just there in between the curves. Yeah, there we go. In fact, I'm going to go a little further to the west, and then we're going to have another station. Right, let's get you hooked up. In fact, let's knock you back a little more. I'm going to do it up to that point. That should give us a nice slope into the station. And then we'll just hook this up. There we go. Lots of grade change on this. Well, it's a gentle climb though, isn't it? Okay. Our next stop is Breck, right before that squirrely S that we've got going. 142 meters, goodness me, and this one is 153, and then our shot station is 151. So we're pretty level on this section here. That's nice, isn't it? We get a nice level section. But that's 142. Then a climb, we have a wiggle to climb up there, which is nice. And from here is 120 to 140, so not really that steep. I'll tell you what, we'll go up something like that. It's not very steep at all, is it? I think we can do a 2% all the way up there. 2%, there we go. Let's go with that. Keep the gentle curve. Yeah, we're going up quite nice, aren't we? Are we going up too quickly even? We may be. I think the best bet here is to take that off. Just sit with the terrain there. I think we're good. That means we can go all the way up to there. I'm going to go earlier on this one because I'd like to get that viaduct in. So if we get you in there and then we put us a station in. Guess who forgot to delete his track back? Oh dear, every time. Don't bulldoze the station. You'll have to do all that again. 70. Get in. This one is Breck. Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not 100% sure. I'm semi-confident if that's a thing. This is a lovely ride, isn't it? It's going to take forever to ride this. All the way from Glasgow Central to Edinburgh. It's going to happen though. Now, this one was quite steep. No, it wasn't, was it? Not really. Like 10 meters perhaps. Not the biggest of differences, and it is looking like that would be where the viaduct is. So as long as we can stay at 70, we can always dig the ground down a little bit. What are we up to at the moment? We don't need to go that high, do we? If we can level out once we get up here, like that, and then we have a straight section for our viaduct. Is it going to make a viaduct all on itself? I mean, that would be nice. It's just before this curve and then onto the station. Not quite, but it's there, isn't it? It's almost there. I think if we just lower that a fraction, let's get you, throw that up, we'll get this. We'll flatten out where we want our viaduct, somewhere like that. We'll lower it just a touch. I think that'll be enough to make it. And then we'll have a little viaduct just there, or a big viaduct. Let's get us a small. What colour are we going for? I think it's just going to be default. But I like the idea of that one, I think. Let's go with that. And then, does that bring us nicely up to our next station? Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Alright. And then we'll take off the levelling. I would like to keep it at 70. It might be less than 70. Again, I'm not sure. I can't find any documentation on the speeds. And if you dropped a comment and I've left a note, then I've probably noted it down and lost the notes. Keep that bit flat. In fact, keep it straight as well. We'll just... Ooh, do I want it straight? I don't think I do. Because we want to get that angle, don't we? At the very least. Which means I'd like to curve that round a little earlier. We swing more and get that angle perfect. There. You go in there. That's... I think that's close enough. What's it like? Oh, it's... Yeah, it's beautiful. Get you in there. This station. Bold House. Bold House. Why did I keep saying it like Roadhouse? I don't know if you have seen that episode of Family Guy. But anyway. Bold House. Stop saying it like that. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, what do we need to do next? Yep, we need to change these over. Am I getting any quicker at that? Not really. Limited by the game at some point. I feel like that's the... 69? Come on. Well, we'll take a 69. It's fine. And then that's it, isn't it? Now we've got the climb up to... Well, it's not climb. This is the flat section. To shots there. And we're not going to get that. Do we take this to 60? What is it? 65 up there. It would give us more of a curve, wouldn't it? Yeah, and we do need to get back on track. Yeah, let's change it to 65 from here. I thought this didn't go up. There must be a little hill in between them, which there is, possibly. I'm going to keep curving it round slightly, but we're going to change the track speed to 65. Right, you're heading that way. I see. There's a bit there, isn't there? Does this head back down after going up? I think that's good enough, isn't it? That's roughly the curve there. Yes. I might take that. And then we'll change it to 65. I don't know what's happening here. I can't really tell on Google Maps. There are a lot of cuttings, so it might have a cutting. This shouldn't be here, if I remember correctly. We put that in because this was the end of the line. Yes, shots was the end of the line. Are we good? Well, here we go, guys. I'm setting it in stone. Or in grass. Or on grass. No, it'd be on ballast, wouldn't it? Let's get the delete brush here. Stick that up nice and big. Go over all of this. I am happy with that. There we go. I mean, we were pretty much on track for that section, which is nice. We got back to it once we'd done the bits we needed to emphasize on. And I think we're good. They're all named, aren't they? Bold House, Shots, Breck, Addywell, West Calder, and South Livingston. We've got North Livingston up there. There's even Livingston Mill. Don't know if that's still a thing. Somewhere in the middle. And it's got one stop. Well, two stops if you include Livingston Mill. And it's not your average railway, from what I could tell. But anyway, yes, we've got our little viaduct in already. And the climb, it's not really a climb. I think it heads up and then we apex and then head back down. Yeah, and bears. Bears are pleased. Are they? Probably not. It's a menagerie. Oh dear. Right. Where's our train? Are you up here? No, you're not. Well, that was record time. I'm happy about that because we've got some changes to do. I'm going to save it. A nice sip of tea, and there's only one thing for it. That's not shots. Let's extend this line. Yeah, where are you at the moment? Out of interest. You are, see if we can guess on the mini-map. Literally says Cambuslang right there. So, which way are you heading then? You are heading into Glasgow. Let's see. Yes, you're heading into Glasgow. Unfortunate, we don't have a depot set up in Edinburgh. And this is the service we're going for. Glasgow Central. All the way down to Edinburgh. Platform 14. There we go. Hopefully, if we've set up everything correctly, that'll work for us. And we've set it up so far at Shotts. And then it's Fauldhouse, Breck, Addywell, West Calder, South Livingston South, not South Livingston, Kirk Newton, Curry Hill, Wester. Did we put in Westerhales? I think we did, didn't we? Yes. Kingsnoe, Slateford, Haymarket, Edinburgh. P3, also using P3. I guess that makes sense because the 1 and 2 would be for the ones that come out of Queen Street, possibly, and everything coming down from the north. And let's manage the line. We can get rid of that temporary crossover. This is going to be ginormous, isn't it? Now, where's the halfway point? Shotts. Then we're up to Fauldhouse. I've left this signalling out just so we don't get complaints. But I will put them back in. Livingston South. They will be added later on. Kirk Newton. Oh, it's going to complain anyway. I could have done it. Oh, I found one, guys. We've got East Cringley Dyke South. Not Cringley. East Crindle Dyke South. What is that? We're missing one. We should be able to work this out and explore one of the new features that was added, which allows you to edit station names in the actual list itself. That didn't used to be a thing. So after Kirk Newton, that's why I was confused about Westerhales. That's what this is, isn't it? Westerhales. I forgot. There we go. And we could change it in here, which is absolutely brilliant. I love that. Westerhales. Then we've got, hopefully, this is Kingsnoe. No, that's Westerhales. And I've got it. Right, okay. On Google, on the train lines, it's all one word, the station. What have I missed out here? Kirk Newton. Oh, it's Curry Hill. I named that, didn't I? Curry Hill, because I said I was hungry. Maybe I just got distracted with being hungry and never actually renamed it. Yes, Curry Hill. There we go. Now I'm hungry again. Every time we get to there. If that's Westerhales one word, who am I to argue with the official timings? There we go. So Kirk Newton, Curry Hill, Westerhales, then please say I've actually done the rest of them. Kingsnoe. There we go. Slateford. Then Haymarket. Then Edinburgh, Waverley. Back to Haymarket. And then we're just doing the return journey, aren't we? Yeah, up to Shotts. But we will have to add Shotts in again. 32. Stop. 33. Well, is it? It's not 30 though, is it? No, because aren't... Yes, unfortunately, waypoints are counted. So, not that many. And finally, Shotts. Guys, we're in. You know what that means then? We can delete this temporary crossover. Doesn't exist. As far as I know. If it does, I'll put it back in. And we're going to change the signal in a bit. We're going to do each station. We'll have a signal. What signals have I been going for up here? They are 3s. So we'll get 3s all on here. There we go, guys. I've put a few intermediate signals in as well. Not that I think they'll be needed. Unless we get freight running down here, which I am not sure about. But yeah, There we go. We've got shots line. Edinburgh to Glasgow and back via shots. Hit play. Now, what we've got to do, where is our train doing that route? We're not going to do anything with it just yet. What I'm hoping to do is it this one? When this Glasgow to Edinburgh, we should change that, shouldn't we? We should name it Glasgow to Edinburgh via shots. There we go. That's one thing we can do. What I need to do with that train, since it's just heading into Glasgow Central, by the time we've done what I need to do next, hopefully he's roughly at Edinburgh. But we've got to make sure, haven't we, that the platform assignments haven't changed. Because we haven't set it in stone yet and put a signal waypoint at the correct platforms. He's currently staying at 4. I don't think that matters for us because we've separated them here. Yes. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. If you're on P4, that'll be absolutely fine. You're that blue one. But at Edinburgh, where we don't have so many issues, there's way more platforms. Goodness me, that's a journey, isn't it? Oh, I love it. Yes, all the way down here. And there goes our cross-country train. Perfect. You're stopping correct here. But in Edinburgh, we need you to stop at Edinburgh Waverley. Oh, you've chosen 13. Close. We need you on 14. Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. You should fit on there quite easy. I love it, guys. Now, the idea is that you add a waypoint, and I'm going to set this one in stone, after or before the stop you need, and it shouldn't change the platform then, no matter what you do. But we're going to set Edinburgh Waverley in stone. And we're good. We're good. It does the right things, I believe. It does indeed. There we go. That's a pretty colour, isn't it? I like that. Now, where's our cross-country train? We need you. Yeah, you're barrelling along. As I mentioned briefly at the beginning of the episode, I was, there we go. I was on the workshop hunting for some trains that we need. Would these be doubled up? That's my question. I mean, they can double up, can't they? That would be 195 metres, which is pretty long. I guess for now, what we'll do, we'll get it replaced. We'll head over there and we'll take a look. Heading to Motherwell. Now, this train has very, very, very glowy lights. But it is heading around at a nice speed. Nice enough model, isn't it? We like that. The 220. And since that is the train that runs down here, in fact, that's a lovely model. There, it makes me happy. There we go. We're slowing down for the viaduct there. Oh yeah, I like that. The Lowlands sleeper is the Caledonian sleeper that we're interested in. And it splits at Carstairs, which we cannot do in Transport Fever 2. Unfortunately, because that means we could also drop off and pick up different consists of freight. No, so we need to represent it somehow. I've had a few ideas. We're going to do the two portions separately, since the only parts of the Caledonian sleeper, the Lowlands version, that we have are down here and they split. So they would technically be merged after this point, where we don't really care about, as then they're heading up into the portal. Two separate trains. One of them's going to actually reverse at Carstairs, which is what it does in real life. It will come into Carstairs, meet up with the other part that's coming from Glasgow Central, and then head back out. I have gone ahead, added us a few more platforms here. And we have terminals. We have 4 platforms now, 1 for each sleeper added. But before we do any of that, I would like to represent or have a go at representing something else that the sleeper does, and that it gets parked up here. As you can see, we've got the is that the class 92? I think so, yeah, the class 92 here, which we're going to get rid of because we need this siding. We're going to, is that our, oh, that's one of our trains. That was the Avanti West Coast, which might go to Edinburgh and terminate instead of the portal. Not sure on that yet. It might be the fast service. But anyway, you got distracted. Good job. We might see how... stop it, Grandad. Do what you're going to do. Right then. Buildings, passenger. In order to stop the game complaining at us, we're going to put these at high speed. No street connection. We're going to spin it around and we're going to pull in to here. Once we've gone to Glasgow Central, I really want to put that in. And we're going to put another one in here. I might run the Edinburgh one in here after it's done in Edinburgh until that well, maybe not. Maybe not. We could do it. I might leave that as a separate one and pull our current one in here. Maybe. Right then. Let's get these named. This one's going to be Polmady Siding Sleeper 1. And this will be Polmady Siding Sleeper 2. Oh, without a bracket this time. Just to mix it up a bit. Not what you wanted to do. Right, there goes our Transpennine Express. Right, then all that leaves is for us to not buy the train, is there? No, what have you got to do? Are you just going to magic a line? Right, new line. And this is a very dark blue. I'm going to use that dark blue. And we're going to call this, well, I guess, Caledonian Lowlands Sleeper, Glasgow Central. Where do we want to start you at? It's got to be Glasgow Central. Yes. So it's going to leave Glasgow Central, but it's going to head to the siding and wait. And which one do we want to wait at? Do you know, I'm gonna do that one. Hopefully it will wait there. Then it's going to go back to Glasgow Central again. And we are going to put it on P1 twice. Then after Glasgow Central, bear with me, it will make sense, maybe. We're picking up at, where are you? Where is Motherwell? We're picking up at Motherwell. There we go. Pick up at Motherwell. That should sort itself out. Then we're stopping at Carstairs in both directions. Yes. And then we're heading to the South Portal. And then we're coming back to Carstairs again. And then we will be going back to Motherwell. And then that should be it. That should be everything. And then it will go into Glasgow and then back out. So the very first Glasgow, it's only going to be dropping off. It's not going to wait there long, but it is going to wait there a little bit. 30 seconds, I'm going to say. Max stop time, doesn't matter. 30 seconds minimum stop time. And we want to... Do we want to load? No, this one is unload only when it does its first stop, because then it's heading to Polmady, where it's going to wait for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is probably too long. Or, well, no, it'll keep it off the yeah, no, yes, 10 minutes. And it will not do anything. So it's going to be scenery most of the time on our map. It's not going to load. It's not going to unload. Then it's first Glasgow. I know, this is interesting. It's going to load only, hopefully. And it's going to wait, should we say 2 minutes at Glasgow? Because it is the sleeper, isn't it? Then at Motherwell, it won't be waiting long. Now, technically, it only picks up and drops off depending on which direction. So heading out, it would only pick up from Motherwell, not drop off. And then on the way back, it would only drop off. It would do vice versa. I'm not sure how that would work for us, so let's keep it simple. But this bit, it's going to be scenery. Lots of scenery. Let's get us 2 sleepers. They're going to be pulled by 92s, electrics, class 92. Let's find the sleeper. There it is at the bottom. Now, we've got to kind of create a beast here. But we're going to be putting this top and tail. Because, well, you'll see, the backs of the things, the carriages we've got to use are not pretty. So we need these, I think. Yes. And then we use the mid section of the 390s. If we scroll down here, we should find... There's Transpennine. Without the actual 390 on it. Caledonian Sleeper. That's the old Caledonian Sleeper. Where's the new one? There we go. So then we get this. And we put this on. And if we leave the backs of them, they don't look great. I mean, we could leave it like that. That's technically, these two would join at Carstairs. But, yeah, they don't look great on this end. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's take a look. And we'll stick this Caledonian Lowlands Sleeper. And we'll just have a look at the back and see what it really looks like. We do have a class 87, I think it is, that we can put on, which are known to pull them into the sidings, or have done. So we could put that on. We do have one in Caledonian Sleeper livery. So that was my plan. They're limited to 87 miles an hour, but again, it's the Sleeper. I don't think it's supposed to be super fast, is it? Well, there we go. We've got the we've got the incorrect cars on there, I guess. But the only cars we've got, I mean, they work, don't they? From a distance, they'll look the part. They're Mark 5s, aren't they, the coaches? And these are Mark 5As. Oh, I don't know what the 390s are. They're just the 390 coaches, aren't they? Yeah, we don't have Mark 5As. See, it doesn't look right, does it? That doesn't look right at all. Yeah, not keen on that. So what we're going to do, manage vehicle. We're going to pause the game, modify that, and on the end, we're going to get back to electrics and class 87. I believe we have a sleeper towards the bottom. There we go. Class 87 Caledonian Sleeper. Edit that. There we go. That tidies it up, doesn't it? How long are we? Let's double check. 87 miles an hour speed. That horsepower. That's amazing. 193. Slightly smaller, right, than the HST. Yes, that should be stopping in P1. Not for long on its first journey, because we're going to see if it actually works and turns round in Glasgow and parks up in the siding. I'm intrigued, guys. I don't know about you. We're going to leave it first because it's going to go up there and do its business. And while it's doing that, we'll create the next one. New line. It's going to be the second half of the sleeper, Lowlands Sleeper, that goes to Edinburgh. So, Caledonian Lowlands Sleeper. This is going Edinburgh, well, EW, Edinburgh Waverley. There we go. Put you in there. New line. No, that's not what you need. You want this one. This one's going to start at Edinburgh Waverley. I don't remember the platform. So we're going to just go with whatever it chooses for now. It does not stop at Haymarket. As far as I know, it's just a straight through to Carstairs. And then this one would be straight to the portal. Oh yes, at the portal. I don't know whether I did it on the other one. This needs to be gone for 10 minutes, doesn't it? Yeah, we need to do that with the other one as well. And we need to give it its own platform because it's going to be there hogging the platform for eternity. Why do you not get to 3? Oh, look what you've done, Grant. Yeah, that won't work at all. It's fine. We'll fix that. In fact, fix that now. Pause. while you remember. We need to get rid of that signal there. And we need a crossover. And I'd like it pretty nippy. Tracks. We'll go with 100. And you are going across there as nippy as possible. Should we go 90? It's a super long crossover. And we'll have the other one. Too much curvature? What was that? What's up with you? We have the other one go this way. Will you go? There we go. Is that 90 as well? Beautiful. Yes, like that. And then we have a couple of short signals. That'll be fine. Signals there will be absolutely fine. And we want the ones leaning in so you can see them. And we do want it one way. There we go. That should have sorted out our Caledonian sleeper. Oh, yes. Let's change this. Because I might have forgotten here that we do want to pick up and drop off. Our portal's going to be doing some fantastic stuff. But we want it off the map for a long time. Otherwise, it's just another train, isn't it? There we go, yes. And that will be it picking up everywhere south. I think we've got it now. Yes, and the Edinburgh version. Did it remember my settings? Perfect. Then, after there, you're going back to Carstairs and then back to Edinburgh. What I'm not sure on, what's up with you? Not you, you can't go to, no, you can't do that, Grand. You can't go back to Waverley. You are going back to Waverley. What I'm not sure about at the moment, I'm tempted to send the sleeper down this line and reverse into Polmadie. However, we are missing a depot and sidings up here, I think. We have this one, but I don't think that's long enough. But there is going to be a big one just there. So possibly we'll do that. That does sound like a plan. We do want it to stop in Waverley for a little bit, don't we? 2 minutes we had the other one stopping, so we'll have you stopping there. The question is, what are you doing at Carstairs? You should be drifting off there, which is absolutely spot on. Although, I think this is correct. I would like you to use P1 both directions. Yeah, and not actually go on to the main line this way. So we need to get you running along here somehow. Do we have a signal here? We do, but I think you go that way anyway. Yes, I would really like you to come down here and get off the West Coast main line really quickly. This way, yes, I like that way. That kind of works for me. I don't like opposing signals usually, but I think in this instance, I would like a two-way signal just here. Right, let's get back to the line, and then after the portal, go in via there. Get off the line fast. And what are you doing here? What are you doing? That should be fine, shouldn't it? You should be able to... Oh, you're going to have a problem, aren't you? Your length. Carstairs isn't very big, and we've got to try and get you out and back up there otherwise. Oh, that's not good. We may need to work on that, guys. We may have to do some shenanigans. Maybe lengthen the station slightly. That's rough, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be real tricky. I don't know what you're doing at the moment, to be fair. Why are you going... Oh, is that the other one? That might be the other one doing that. Yes, it is, isn't it? You completely forgot about this one. It's probably going to do the same. So after the portal, if you do that, that should have none of them crossing there. There we go. Yes, we're going to have to work on this due to the length. But for now, I'm happy. And we'll go put another one of those trains on. Ooh, can you get out of here? I don't think you can. We have another depot though, don't we? This one. Yes, you're going to come out of here, which for now will make sense. Hopefully it's the right one. Manage. I'll quickly build this. Right, guys. We have the other sleepers heading out, hopefully. Well, if you hit play, it definitely will do. There we go. Our other sleeper's heading out and is going to be heading to Waverley. Is our other service all the way over here? I would go and watch that, but I need to see where the other train is. How far you got? We're going to have to do that next time out, aren't we? Let's try and get these services sorted. We're going to have to figure out what to do at Carstairs. Look at all that money we do not have. It's great. I'm hoping to make money on this map. But we're going to have to end it there, aren't we? Yes. Shall we take a ride? This worries me, though. This sleeper. I don't know where you're going. Where are you going, Mr. Sleeper? You are heading for the portal. That would not be fun. And we're not going to see much, I don't think. We're going to be stopping and starting on this one. Yeah, we're nowhere close. Where's the Voyager? What are you? You are Transpennine Express. Where's the Voyager? I was hoping to get a train that's going into Waverley, but we've got none. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, let's check on whether it's going into the siding. That's what you need to do before we go. He's not there yet. Is he even coming out of the station? He is now. I'll tell you what, guys. Surprise, surprise. That's what we'll play. Was that a show? I feel like that was a show. Cilla Black. Was it? I don't know. Anywho, let's get on board this. We are heading for Polmadie siding Sleeper 1. Is it going to work? Well, we're doing some wonderful things here, which isn't such a bad thing. I don't mind really what we do here. It doesn't make much sense though, does it? I'll toy with the waypoints and we'll visit that when we kick off next time. But guys, thank you for watching. Thoroughly enjoyed that. We got the full shots line in, and we've got our first Caledonian sleepers on. We're probably going to do the northern end of the what are they called? The Highlands sleeper. Is that what they are? I'm just guessing. I've lost some frame rate. Quite possibly. There's a lot going on now. But yes, thanks again for watching, guys. And until next time, take care.